On my Cardi's because I'm from Detroit and Detroit girls. You feel me? You get why I did it?
Period. Oh, I get it.
Because they said Detroit girls ain't supposed to wear, we ain't supposed to wear buffs. Girls supposed to wear the wires.
Okay.
So I put them on because I'm from Detroit.
Okay.
Okay. Put my little earrings on. My little Cardi's.
Period. Period.
Miss Detroit in the house.
No, that's right.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, welcome to Clock and Life, where we keep it real, ask the hard questions, and talk about the stuff that people usually avoid. I'm your host, Josiah, and today I have a very special guest with me. Someone who means something so much to me. My mom of five, and the mom to like a lot of people in the city. So, we're gonna get into it. So, as kids, you know, we grow up knowing you as mom, dad, but we never really get to know you as a person.
Okay.
So today, I want to talk about how you grew up, becoming a nurse,
Okay.
being a mom of five,
Okay.
and being an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to hold back, because I don't want you to hold back either.
I knew it. I said that. I said she about to give me the. She gonna have me be real raw. Okay, come on. I'm gonna be raw.
Yes. So, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, cool. We're going to get into it.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So, first of all, from your perspective, though, I want you to tell everybody like, who you feel you are.
Okay, I'm Samani. Okay, I am a loving, caring, compassionate, empathetic individual. I'm a woman of God. I'm a child of God. I love God, and that's how I move in my life. And I'm grandma's baby. I'm daddy's girl. I am Sam. Sam, I am.
Green eggs and ham.
Okay.
Okay, period. She eats some chicken crackers, y'all.
Chicken salad is so good too.
Chicken salad.
Okay.
Okay. So you said you was a grandma's baby,
Mhm.
dad's baby.
Mhm.
Okay, so you didn't say mama.
My mama is the reason why I'm alive. Okay, so my mom had a whole bunch of faith in me, because I was a child. I was a sick baby, and I've been smart ever since in utero. So I feel like I'm a little autistic for real. I literally knew to keep my airway open by sucking on my pinky finger, because when I was born I didn't have no nostrils. So I kept, every time I would go to sleep and wake back up, I would turn blue and I would lose oxygen, and they would rush me to the hospital. And then when I would come home, they would hyperoxygenate me and then send me back home. And my mom was like, nah, something wrong after the 6th or 7th time. And she was like, we not sending her back home until they find out what happened with you. So what happened was, they did, ear, nose, and throat doctor came, and they seen that I didn't have no nostrils up here. I looked normal here, but up inside my nostrils, it was closed. Alright, so with that being said, they had to do operations on me. So my mama was a praying woman, because we learned it from grandma. And so my mama prayed, and you know, she was watching TV and it was a church on TV, and they would send prayer cloths back then. So she called for the prayer cloth. They did prayer over the phone. So she brought the prayer cloth to the hospital where I was at as a baby, and then she put it under my head. And when she put it under my head, it was time for me to go for another surgery, but I didn't need another surgery because the prayer cloth worked. So what happened was I ended up passing away. They said I died. The priest was praying over me, and when the priest was praying over me, my mom, they said, well, we sorry, she gone. So she ran out the hospital. My baby ain't dead. And then when she came back in, I was alive. So then she looked up under my head where the prayer cloth was at, and it was gone. My mama tell the story better than me. I was an infant.
I think I do remember her telling me the story before.
Yeah.
But so when you go back to like how you grew up, you feel like she the reason why you're alive. You feel like she played a lot of part in like the prayer, like, making sure you breathe. Yeah. But like, what about growing up? Like, what was your childhood like?
I keep going back to this story about the red bike. So she bought 2 bikes. It was me and my brother growing up. Me and my brother like a year and 6 months apart.
Okay.
So she bought a brown bike that looked like a truck bike, and she bought a red 10-speed. So the 10-speed was a boy bike because the bar was across. But I liked the red bike.
And your favorite color red?
Right, her favorite color red.
Okay.
And then the brown bike, it was the women kind without the bar across. But that bike was ugly to me and it was a truck. So I wanted the red bike. So me and my brother switched amongst each other, me and him. But she didn't want me to have a red bike, but my brother gave me his bike and I gave him mine.
Y'all agreed?
We agreed. So she still made me take the brown bike. After my brother said no, she can have this bike. And she was like, her spoiled A. She don't have to get out everything she want. She gonna drive the red. I never rode that brown bike. So when we go outside, my brother gave me the red bike and he rode the brown bike.
So you feel like she played favoritism?
She did. Ain't no feel like.
Okay.
She still do it. Okay.
Like, how did that make you feel though?
Well, I still, you know, that's my mom, and I still remember she used to hang out with me and everything. But whenever we used to drink together, and whenever we would drink, she get to yelling and banging on the table and crying, and, just blowing my buzz. So I don't know. We was close, I thought, until she married that man.
So I ain't gonna lie though, I do remember one time though. We was living on Sorrento. I don't know how old I was at the time, but I think she called you one time and she was drunk. And you was like, she must have been drinking the beer. So your nightstand was right here. You had the phone on speaker and she was calling you and she was cussing you out. And you was just on the bed, just kind of like ignoring it, I think. And she was fussing and she was like, when I die, don't come to my funeral. And I was like, I remember just looking at the phone like, why would she say that to you? That's crazy, because that's your own mother.
You remember one time she said to me, you just mad because Lisa looked better than you. She said that to me.
But, okay,
I'm like, mad at Lisa for what?
Yeah. So I feel like that, like, okay, so that could play a part in your mental, you know what I'm saying?
It did play a part in my mental. I'm not even as affectionate with my kids like I should be because she wasn't affectionate with me.
So, how do you feel? Like, do you feel like she supported you at any point?
Oh, no. No. When I went to nursing school, she didn't watch my kids. I couldn't call her to watch my kids. My grandma watched my kids. When I opened up my own school, me still trying to be her daughter, still trying to, I asked her, she's got a degree in accounting. She's an accountant. She has a degree. I asked her to be my accountant, and she told me, no, that's not something I want to do.
Why you think she don't want to do it? You think is it something to you personally, or you think it's just the job itself? Does she work as a singer?
She used to be a singer. She went to senior school after I did. She went to the same school I did. She tried to go to nursing school, the same school I did. I think because she was married to that man, his income was too high. She couldn't take that program. I was low income. She was not considered low income because she married to him, my sister's dad.
So do you feel like that has any type of role in like your resistance? Like you feel like you got resistance towards her?
I feel like I feel like she disregards how I feel instead of apologizing.
Okay. So, as far as coming up, you feel like you navigated more towards your grandma?
Definitely. I went to school in the 8th grade, musty. And the teacher she was like, somebody musty. And she went from student to student, and it was me. And I had on the outfit Grandma bought me. It was a red and white jogger, so I was sharp too. So then when Grandma found out I was musty, her and my mama got into it. Because she felt like she was sick of how my mom was treating me.
And she wasn't raising you, like, teaching you about hygiene, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I gravitated more towards Grandma. Like the way I keep clean, it's from Grandma, you know what I'm saying?
So she the one that kind of molded you to be a woman?
Yeah.
How you feel about how she raised her kids and like how she was raising you? You feel like she raised you with tough love? You feel like she was soft?
Oh, Grandma? I feel like grandma showed me how to have unconditional love. Like her kids they was on, drugs, they was drugs. And she still loved them like they was like wasn't nothing wrong. She didn't judge people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was just welcoming everybody over.
Every day.
Okay.
That's the house to go to.
And you mentioned that she helped you as far as like when you was going to school, she watched your kids.
Yes, she did. She caught the bus to come watch my kids.
What school? Like, what was you doing?
So first I went to DBI, Detroit Business Institute, for CNA in 1992. And then I went to JTPA Nurse LPN program in 1997. I graduated in 98. And then I went to Wayne County Community College. And I went there it was like a span from 89, because I graduated in 88 from school. So I got pregnant, stopped going, went back. So it was a long time, but I finally got my RN in 2005.
Okay. So you got pregnant in 88, right? And had the baby in 89.
Yeah, Trenard was born in 89.
And you was how old at that time?
16 going on 17.
You was out of high school or you were still in?
I graduated high school at 16.
How you
So I was out of high school.
Because you got a double promoted with math.
Right. I got double promoted from the 4th to the 6th. Mr. McLeod from math. Yeah.
Okay, period. So you graduated high school at 16.
Right.
You got pregnant after that. And
Yeah.
had a baby. And you went straight to nursing school?
I went to Wayne County Community College for prereqs for nursing. But then when I had Trenard, I stopped and went to CNA school. And I went to, no, because I went to school for a couple of years, prereqs, and then I ended up, I graduated from CNA in 92, so I had Trenard and Charles. And Sharita.
When you became a CNA?
Yeah.
But at first you was about to go straight for nursing.
That's right.
So what made you change that route?
Having all them kids.
So you feel like you was sacrificing?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So why you feel like that was the case? You feel like nursing school was a lot harder?
No, because the prereq was only like 2 hours long. The class, you can do it at your pace.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I just was having kids, got wild, started drinking, started smoking. And that's it.
Okay, and then your CNA was 6 months.
Yeah. I went to Detroit Business Institute for 6 months.
Okay, so you was just like, alright, I can become a CNA in 6 months.
Yeah.
As opposed to, what was it, like, maybe 4 years to become a nurse or something?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. So do you ever feel like you lost yourself?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. I feel like everything that happened was in divine order.
Okay.
I really do, because if I hadn't went through that, I wouldn't be the woman I am now.
I actually agree with that. I feel like everything that you go through is supposed to mold you into the person
Yeah.
that, like, you don't learn from it, then what's the point?
It made me more relatable too. So when I deal with the students, I already know what they're gonna do, or I can nurture them.
Okay. I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as far as coming up, you had 3 kids by this point.
Mm-hmm.
So we in 92. CNA school.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, now you working as a singer.
Mm-hmm.
You dating.
I was with your dad.
So, y'all was together. So y'all was dating basically since like 13, 14, right?
Pretty much.
He 3 years older than you.
4. Yeah.
4 years?
He was born in 68. I was born in 3.
Okay. So y'all 3 years different. So y'all was like teenage neighbors from down the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah.
Okay. So then boom.
No, neighbors next door. Our grandmas lived next door to each other.
Okay. So boom, y'all was teenagers, neighbors, had the kids, boom, now you're in CNA school. So then at what point did you decide like I'm gonna go to nursing school to do it?
I always wanted to be a nurse.
Since that's the only thing you ever thought of being.
Yeah.
Wow. Who is a nurse? Who inspired you?
Grandma used to always say that to me. She used to be like, "You're so nurturing," because I'm always helping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just helpful. So she used to always be like, "You act just like a nurse."
Okay.
So that's why she nicknamed me Lady.
Okay. Okay, little lady.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay. So you went to become an LPN after this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was born in 94. Where you was at 94?
And I was a CNA.
Okay. You became an LPN in what year?
98.
Okay, so 98. Okay, so that was good. You did it for a long time.
Yeah.
So you really knew the struggle.
I did.
Yeah.
And them nurses used to get on my nerves because I thought they was lazy. So I was like, I can't wait to go back to nursing school.
Okay. So when you became an LPN and you was working in the nursing home, did you help the seniors?
Yeah, yeah. I'm everybody's favorite nurse.
Okay.
I would take an assignment, a set.
Really?
When they short, yeah, I took a set.
Period. They don't do that these days.
Oh, it's only once a mania.
Okay. So you gotta be appreciative.
Man.
Okay, so I want to go back to being with my dad.
Okay.
So y'all dated basically. You feel like it was like on and off, or would you say like it was like on for like 13, 14 years?
Oh, it was on. But so what happened was he was a cheater. And so one day on Devil's Night, which is the night before Halloween, he was creeping next door to be with the girl next door. And he got arrested. So when he got arrested, because they had a curfew, and you couldn't be out without your ID and all that.
Right.
So he stayed in jail for 6 months. Because I knew why he was going next door, I ended up stepping out on him.
You got your leg back.
Got my leg back.
Okay.
With somebody I grew up with. That's right. And they used to play basketball together.
Oh. So that you trying to hurt him?
No, I actually liked the guy.
You did?
I liked him. Yeah, we used to have fun all the time over my and them house over there on Lilac.
But they was homeboys.
No, they just played basketball together. They wasn't homeboys.
Oh, okay. So you like, okay, I like him.
Yeah,
So you got
he's
your leg
funny.
back. Okay. So you got your leg back.
Mm-hmm.
So you never wanted to get married? Like,
To him, yeah, he proposed to me 3 times and I kept turning him down because he was a whore.
so you feel like that wasn't gonna change nothing?
It ain't. It didn't. He still, I don't think it would have changed him.
So then, fast forward to when y'all finally broke up.
Mm-hmm.
You met Paris at.
Right.
Y'all dated for like 2 years and then got married.
That's right.
What made you want to marry him?
He was so nice. He was so nice. He made Christmas for us because I used to be into Christmas like that. So he used to buy all my kids gifts and stack them up under the tree. And he was just real respectful, real mannerable. Never called. We never argued.
Yeah, I don't think I ever heard y'all argue.
Because we didn't.
That's good. So it was just, he was a nice man.
Yeah, bringing me the big old plates of food. I ended up being 200 and almost 80 pounds.
He did used to cook. He used to cook a lot. So, y'all ended up divorcing.
Yeah.
Because of the kids.
Yeah.
Right? So you feel like, do you regret anything with that?
I mean, I went off on Trinard and Charles about it, but after that, I just been moving. Because then I met Adonis.
You wouldn't have met Adonis if it wouldn't have been for that.
Right.
And Adonis was your longtime friend that you learned a lot from.
Exactly. He
Did you
stimulated
learn?
my mind.
Okay. So did you learn anything from your marriage? The first marriage?
Yeah, don't be taking people from home with their mama.
So, you heard that.
That's not a good thing.
So they coming straight from home with their mama, leave them there?
Leave them there. Because that's where they return to.
Okay.
The mama makes sure.
Okay. So, when it comes to Adonis, he stimulated your mind.
He did.
Like in what ways?
Oh my God. He was smart. He used to teach me stuff. And I used to be frustrated. Like he would redirect my behaviors. Like he would give me stuff to paint or to draw. And then he used to play music for me. And he used to really cater to me. And then he showed me what affection really was. And that was it. He just opened my mind, expanded my mind. And a lot of what I teach now comes from him.
And so when you talk about the stuff that he taught you in terms of stimulating your mind and like just being smart, you mean like all the theoretical stuff he used to look into, like
Stuff that's happening right now.
in the Bible?
All that.
Okay.
We started out with Bible study, which is crazy. This story is so funny. We studying the Bible, and he just pulled my pants down. We studying the Bible though, sir.
Yeah.
And then we just was inseparable after that.
He pulled you. That's how y'all first did it?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of Bible study.
He just was hungry. He was hungry. He was like, I need to eat. And he did.
So would you say reading the Bible?
And then after that, we didn't do no more Bible study. He was smart. I swear he was a player.
Like, no, because I feel like...
He was a player.
Oh my goodness, he finessed you.
He did. But then he taught me how to squirt.
Okay.
He told me that men and women got the same organs. And he told me I could ejaculate like a man. And then, he was like, relax your mind, stimulate my mind. And it's like, we had this music, I don't know. And then next thing you know, I was like all over the place.
And I remember you telling me at one point in time that it starts in the mind.
Yeah.
So when it comes to foreplay,
Right.
all of that.
It starts when you first wake up.
So like, give me an example.
So he used to we had cell phones, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back then the cell phones was out. He used to text me stuff that made me feel good. And then he would say stuff all the time that made me feel good. He always complimented me. Shoot, I would walk around with 2 pieces on with him. Like I was just real confident.
Okay.
And then so we just had really great connection. We had really great chemistry.
Okay. So like good morning and
He used to be like, you got $1 million pussy.
Mm.
I ain't lying. And I was like, I got $1 million pussy. And then come to find out, I was able to have 2 boyfriends at the same time, and they both knew about each other. So that validated what he said. And the 2 boyfriends took care of me.
And you was doing what?
Monday through Thursday with Adonis. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with the hangout. Him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it.
Everything is in divine order.
Okay.
Okay.
So boom. So with Adonis, would you have married him?
Oh, yes. Heck yeah. And he didn't even have a job. He was like, he knew how to make money. He had his own house, his own car, remember? He had all his own. He just put me in his house.
So, when you think about him versus somebody that was a provider, like what you said, do you think that makes a difference?
Yeah, I feel like he was providing for me because I didn't have no rent, no lights, no gas, no cable, nothing. So he was providing.
Even though he didn't have money, but he
He didn't
had
have a job.
assets.
Yeah, and then remember he was a manager for the rapper. He was making money doing that.
Okay. So then the other guy,
He worked. He was providing too.
Right. Would you have married him?
No.
He was mean.
He didn't like kids.
Oh, right. Okay. He didn't like kids. Was he nice to you, though?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Remember remember the time he called me? And he was like, where you at? And I said, I was looking at this dress, but it costs too much. And he said, where you at? And I was like, I'm in Strictly Sportswear. And he was like, describe the dress. I'm like, so I described the dress. When I got home that night, that dress was on the bed. It was a Coochie dress.
Okay. So let's talk about signs, the zodiac signs, real quick.
Okay.
Okay. So we got Pisces.
Okay.
What was Adonis?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. And then what was the hangman?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay. You a Libra.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And then the first husband was
October 23rd. So he was like on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio.
Okay. Okay, so we here with the Scorpio. You would not have married the Scorpio. You would have married the Sagittarius. The Pisces was a whore. You did marry the first Scorpio.
Yeah.
Libra, Scorpio. Okay, cool. Then we. Okay, so then you got married again.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
You talking about the second one?
Yeah.
He was a provider. I used to call him my sugar daddy. Because he used to come home and just throw the money in the bed like this. Because I would have my little panties and stuff on, and he'd be like this on the bed. And then he used to take care of my daughter, take her everywhere with him. He wasn't a pervert. And he was, I just gave him his freedom. So he didn't bother me, I didn't bother him. We always met up at night. And then one day he disappeared on me for 3 days. Then I was like, his sister called me like the third day. Have you seen my brother? I said, no, it's funny you asked me that. I ain't seen him in 3 days. And he would, then he would resurface and be hungry and sleepy. So then this happened a few more times, and I was like, wait a minute. So I was at work, and I was telling my coworker, because me and him went out on break. I like the meals. We went out on break, and I'm sitting in the car with him, and so we finna go get some lunch, and he had to blow in this thing to start his car. It's funny that he on the news now. But anyway, so I told him, I was like, this nigga be disappearing for 3 days. I was like, I don't know what he be doing for 3 days. I think he on drugs. I think he on cocaine. He was like, nah, cocaine users don't disappear. He said, crack users disappear. I said, crack? Wait a minute, my daddy did crack. So then he gave me the spiel on how crackheads move. And I said, well, I be dang. But I still like the person as an individual. Now, this is where grandma come in.
I was just about to say that.
So grandma, this unconditional love, and this how she accept everybody, came into me.
Exactly.
So I knew this dude was like this. I knew. Anyway, so I just was like, you need to go to rehab. But he wasn't ready for rehab. He was like, I can stop on my own. So he stopped for a couple years, and I don't know, that story is just too long for me. But anyway, he ended up being my best friend right now. We divorced because he told me to. He said he wanted a divorce because I wouldn't come get him off the streets. So I divorced him. But we best friends now.
Okay. So overall, you feel like he was a good guy?
He is a good guy. That's his vice.
Yeah. So it's like, so now, when you say the best friend, like, do you feel like you playing it safe because you scared that he's gonna disappear again, and you don't want to be hurt?
I'm actually not scared. That's the crazy part. I really don't care what he do for it.
You feel like you're used to it?
I don't care. I mean, like, nothing surprises me with him, so I'm prepared for whatever.
Okay. That's a smart way to move, You gotta stay prepared, so then that way it happens,
I'm waiting on that, whoever this ex is. I keep feeling like she's gonna fall. It's cool.
So, tell me something as far as like relationship wise, or like, when it comes to relationships with friends or partners or anything like that. Like, over the time of you, becoming a nurse, I know that you said that made you tougher. Dating, and then you got kids and all this other stuff. Like, what's some things that you feel like you would never accept that you used to accept?
Oh, nobody gonna try. Well, I ain't gonna say I used to accept. And nobody gonna disrespect me. That's for one. And then I feel like you should let people do what they want to do, so you can know what they'd rather do. And that's how I move. And you can't control people. So to prevent you from stressing, you gotta pick your battles. Let people do what they want to do.
I agree with that. Alright. So, we're gonna go back, actually,
Okay, come on.
to school.
Okay.
Because, boom, now we LPN school,
Okay.
and then we went forward, and then you went ahead and did your RN.
Yeah.
So, you talked about, you said basically, like your grandma said, that you was always nurturing, so you was fit to be a good nurse.
I'm always helping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that nurturing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, did you ever want to quit?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
That's the only route.
That's the only thing I wanted to do.
That's what's up. So, why do you push nursing to everybody else, though?
I don't think I do it to everybody. Everybody not a nurse.
So, what makes you decide like who you think would be fit to be a nurse?
Their energy, the way they move. I pay attention to how people move. And some people like when they. I feel like the ones who go to be a nurse, you gotta get experience and then go off into this area. I feel like everybody got it's specialties in nursing.
Okay.
So I can kind of select what kind of specialties am I gonna be in.
Okay.
It's not always just nursing.
Okay. So, what made you switch it over to entrepreneurship?
I did not do this. God did this. This was not my idea.
Okay.
So we sitting in a nursing home. I'm in the office with the DON and a whole bunch of other management because I was in management at the time.
Okay.
The same place I was an LP and I ended up being an RN at. And the CNA school that was there doing clinicals, the owner came in the office and said, we need an instructor. And everybody at the same time said my name. And I'm like, I don't know how to do no teaching. I ain't even help my kids with their homework. And everybody was like, but you every senior's favorite nurse.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, but that don't mean I can teach. So then they was like, try it. Miss Ann was like, try it. So I tried it and I literally, it's like it was in divine order. I fell in love with it. So I worked as a nursing assistant trainer at somebody's school, another school.
Okay.
And then the phone was ringing for me, and the students wanted to talk to me, and she wanted to know what they was calling me for.
Mm-hmm.
And so they was like, we want to speak to Miss Sam. And then after a while, she started getting a little envious, and she stopped paying me. She started accusing me of not being there when I said I was there and stuff like that. So she stopped paying me. And then I finished that class out, and then God said, start your own. And then my best friend was encouraging me, you need to start your own, you good at this.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what made me start my own.
So, how was that process starting it on your own? Like, was it easy?
I called two people that had CNA schools. The other clinical instructor that was at the place I was working, and then the girl that worked with me in Sinai Grace. And neither one of them didn't want to tell me. The one that was at the clinical, she gave me all her furniture. She just closed hers. And then the other one wanted to know, where you going to be at? And you feel me? And she was asking all these questions. And I'm like, well, can you give me some pointers? She was like, you just going to have to figure it out.
Mm.
But then when I opened mine, I helped like 4 different schools. Like, it's not hard to do that.
So, how long did it take?
About a year.
So, your thoughts, as soon as you thought about it, you started working on it?
Yeah.
And then it took a year for it to turn into...
Yeah, and I had to have money. So I ended up working at Dickerson. I was still getting paid at the nursing home. I was at the house. I needed money. And then so my second husband came with the money again.
Okay, period.
That's how I got it.
Okay. So you was hustling. You was juggling 3 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Your man was
yeah.
doing... Okay, period. So, at what point did it feel real?
The school?
Mm-hmm.
The first class.
Yeah.
The first class. My first class was you, my mom, your friend, and the guy that worked at Henry Ford.
Mm-hmm.
I had 4 students.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you felt... Because I feel like when I was taking your class, I feel like you was doing a great job. I feel like, you pretty much had it together. So, like, did you practice before?
Yeah, it was my practice for real.
Okay, so you was just going with the flow.
Yeah, but, it was all about we was kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
And I still was able to teach it.
Yeah.
That's how I was like, this is easy.
Okay.
But it's not really nothing if it's what you already, it's experience. I was teaching from experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I feel like when you teach, you have a lot of stories.
I do.
So I feel like that does play a big part because you went through it for so long. You was a CNA for so many years, you was an LPN for so many years, and then you was an RN for years, and then you went back and got your bachelor's to,
right.
add the topping on top of that.
And I'm going back for my PhD.
So, and that's great because I feel like the type of nurse that you are, I feel like you serve the community as a nurse.
Right.
So I feel like you at that point where you just, spreading it to the community and teaching everybody else how to be a nurse like how you.
A good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people be asking you, like, about an LPN school. And they like, I want to keep coming to school with you. I want you to teach me. And I told you, when I was in RN school in Ohio, I'm like, first of all, my mom done taught me half of this stuff.
Mm.
And then the other stuff, it was just like, huh? Like, it was so confusing because you just make everything just seem so like, oh, that's English. Like, it's like it's a foreign language and you translate it so well. So I definitely feel like, I always give you a props. I always say, like, you are a great teacher.
Thank you.
And it comes so naturally.
Thank you.
And I feel like your experience, what I'm saying, plays a great part in it. So, do you have any future plans? You gonna open it up in your school?
You know what? That's crazy you asked me that. I got 5 nurses working right now. I have Miss Dowdy. I have Renetta. I got Shannon. I got Tierra and Sharifa. We got P's, OB. You feel me? I feel like, and then my friend Shanae, she reached out not too long ago. Mm-hmm. And then I got Rainy. I interviewed her. I feel like about 5 more years.
Okay. That's not too far. That's good enough time to be able to, get everything in the background done and then get everybody together.
Yeah, because then you about to be a nurse.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, right now, within those 5 years for the CNA school, what's your plans? And then you got the new building, so
okay.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
The building looking nice.
Yes, thank you. I thought that's what we was gonna do the interview at.
Nah, I wanted it to be more
intimate.
Yeah.
That's what I miss about the old school, the intimacy.
Yeah, it was like close knit. Raven said that too. She thought I was gonna record at the school. I'm like, nah, this is really not the vibes I was going for. But eventually, I could, put a couch in there and stuff. But I wanted it to be like.
But think about this too.
Couch.
Now that we're at the new school, all the family coming up. Jamil came.
For real?
Yes, Jamil was in there for about an hour, 2 hours.
Period.
He was chilling. We was in there watching TV. It's like that front room is like the family room.
That's what's up.
Yes, he came. And who else came? And I was like, oh, Lisa been there about 3 times. Mm-hmm. It's like my mama been there about 3 times. It's deep. It's just deep how it's going. Yeah. And grandma right on the wall.
Period. Bringing it all together. So then you also wanted to events and stuff, right?
Definitely.
So what's your plans? What you got coming up?
Okay, so we already talked about it, like when we do the grand opening. So we're gonna make that our event space for all our family functions, birthday parties, everything. And then I'm still gonna have the outside activities too. We just gotta have tents and, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's where all our family functions gonna be right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got some ideas too for you to do. And then I was wondering, how would you feel about? I think we talked about this like years ago, as far as like creating your own content for your schools and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that YouTube.
Yeah.
That'll bang.
In the building and stuff like
that would bang. If they see what we be doing in that school, that's, man, when people leave, they be like, go to Yes We CNA. If they seen it, they will understand why everybody be saying Yes We CNA.
Yeah. Like the clips that, people was in the comments laughing like,
yeah,
that's funny. That's what y'all in there talking about.
Yeah, you talking about when I was talking about the kind of campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So I feel like you got some good things coming up. That's good. I'm excited.
And it's all in divine order. Mm-hmm. Everything is in divine order. Stuff happens for a reason.
Yeah. That's how I feel too, because I was getting a massage the other day. And I was just, first of all, the lady that was giving me a massage that day was,
okay.
It was like, I was feeling really relaxed. Like, she did good.
Right.
I can't wait to talk to her. But, I was just sitting there thinking, and the light bulbs went off in my head.
Right.
And I started putting all the stuff together, so I was telling you, like, oh, Clock and Life, boom, boom, boom. Mother's Day coming up, mama. I said, boom, she got new stuff. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do that. I said, it's long overdue.
Yes.
Procrastination is our worst enemy.
It is.
And then when I went to church, and the pastor was talking about the door being locked. And he was like,
And that's
the disciples
crazy.
are
I
in the
asked you what
room.
was the message, and I never asked you what was the message. Go ahead,
Yes.
tell us that message again.
So the pastor was preaching. Shout out to Pastor Kenlock that Sunday, and he was like, the disciples was in the room, and Jesus came to the room and he opened the door, but the disciples were saying that the door was locked. But when Jesus opened it, it was easy. He just opened it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, there's no lock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then that just, like, all that came to me, like, I'm trapped in this room. I've been saying for years I wanted to start a podcast. I've been saying I was gonna do it. What am I waiting for? Like, and then I'm like, okay, I got more time now. I got, you know, it was just like,
Yes.
all coming together like butt cheeks.
Yes, look at
So
God.
I was just like so excited. So then I got on chat. I started talking to my girl chat. I'm like, chat. I said, guess what? She got my whole podcast plan saved. as
Really?
Massage master plan. Because I went to chat and I told her, I said, girl, listen. I'm like, I just came up with something so good. So I told her, she like, oh my God, that's so perfect. That's lit. She gave me a layout of 6 episodes. She gave me like
What?
topics. I said, that's my girl. I love chat. I love her down bad. But I appreciated it because I was like, I feel like everything just works. You know how sometimes, like, okay, so I love you so much. Like, I love you deeply. And I always tell you that everybody know that. Like,
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? I'm always
Right.
my mama. But, you know, sometimes when you around somebody so much,
Yes.
like, you just get to a point where you kind of get irritated with them a little bit. Or,
Yeah.
like, just little stuff that you don't even notice. And I feel
Yeah.
like with women, you know what I'm saying, hormones, like,
Yeah.
your hormones not the same as they used to be. But
Yeah.
then, you know, you got daughters and we all got cycles different times and all
I
that
can
type
feel
of stuff.
all y'all cycle. Oh my God.
Yeah, and like I'm the type of person like I be needing space sometimes. Like sometimes I literally just want to go in a bubble. Like I literally just.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
You see, I don't have all that company no more.
So
Yeah.
but it gives you time to think. You know what
It
I'm saying?
does.
And like reflect and just
Yeah.
settle in. So I feel like you said, everything just like happens for a reason. I feel like everything is definitely working in divine order. You just gotta pray. You gotta just stay focused. Keep your eyes and your mind on the prize.
That's
like,
right.
You gotta focus on
That's right.
what is for you.
That's right.
And I feel like what you're doing is definitely for you. It's like what you said about how it feels easy, it looks easy.
Yeah.
Like it just comes so natural.
Yeah.
And then I remember you was saying at a point in time about like, all right, sometimes, you know, you get to a point from your spinal injury and all of that about how you know, forget things sometimes and stuff. And it's like, you never forget nursing though.
Nope.
And then I remember being in the clinicals and it was a lady like so old. She used to be a nurse. She never forgot nursing.
Right.
But you forget everything else.
Right.
So, to lean into that,
Okay.
you had your injury, your spinal injury. So take us back to that experience and like how was that being on the other side of nursing?
Before I even get into that, I just wanted to congratulate you on stepping out on faith and doing what been calling you for the longest.
Thank you.
I remember your YouTubes are so immaculate and fascinating that is your passion. So you need to keep following your passion. And you see, I picked it up. I said, I get it now. So everything is in divine order. And then your sister done stepped into your role at the school, so you're fine, okay?
Yeah.
All right, and congratulations. And I see you getting big. I still see you at the top of them stairs coming down that spiral stair. I see it. And I always seen just you though.
That's what's up. I always think about that too.
Okay. Because you know your children want bigger house, and that's how your bigger house gonna look. So when you walk into that house, they got the banister that looks down at the front door, and you got the stairs. That's your house. Okay. And I'm so glad you're following your passion.
I appreciate it. And then the other thing too, before we get into the spinal injury, when I was thinking about when I had text you, like, I feel like you should just, like, let me do some stuff from home or, like, yeah, stuff like that. And then I was thinking about the CPR. I'm like, so I still get to be around. I still get to be attached. So
first day of class.
Yeah.
Your presence is needed. The first day of class, the last day of class, and CPR.
Yeah. So I feel like that's, like, it's not too much, you know what I'm saying? So you don't get overwhelmed or
You're an active mind.
Yeah. My kids don't play by me.
I know.
They be...
They need you.
Expecting me. Like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because you got them boys.
Yeah. So I appreciate that.
You did.
But, yeah. Thank you. But I did want to talk about the injury because we didn't even talk about that yet.
Okay. So, I was teaching one day. Mind you, I was going through with the best friend now. He's the best friend, but that's the ex-husband.
Okay.
And, you can't love no man more than they love you. Just keep that in mind for the rest of your life. Okay. So I loved him more. Okay. Than he loved me because evidently he didn't love me enough because he kept disappearing. How can you be away from somebody you love for like that? The longest he was gone for like 6 months. And then the last one was like 3 years. So, but he always would call, but he was away. So anyway, this particular day, he had asked me, he was getting on my nerves for him. He had left on Father's Day. Before that, that was 2020. He left on Father's Day. We was during COVID. He asked me before that, like a month before that, he was like, LJ mama, his baby mama, got COVID. Can I take her some medicine? Lights came on. Why would she ask you? Don't she got a man?
And she got it.
And yes, and then why didn't she ask her son? He 20-something. I said, so y'all still communicate. I said, so you think that I'm stupid. So then, whatever. So when Father's Day came, I didn't do nothing for him. Any other time, I did birthdays for him, because he a Gemini. I did June birthdays, and then his birthday, and then Father's Day, and then June too. So he got attitude because I didn't do nothing for Father's Day. So then lights came on again. I said, you ain't do nothing for Mother's Day, 9 year. You ain't do nothing for my birthday, 9 year. And then when I had my birthday party in 2019, you didn't even get dressed. So lights came on. So I was kind of pissed off this particular day. And I kept hearing this echoing in my ear. And then my voice was echoing. Nobody heard it. And when they talked to me, I had a new class, second day. It was echoing. So then it was ringing in my ear too. So I went into the pantry to make me some coffee. My crack, which is hot chocolate, flavored cream, and coffee. I mixed it up. So it felt like somebody took a knife and stabbed me in my back and twisted it. This was from stress. So it kind of like took my wind. So I called Sharita and I said, I need you to take me to the hospital. She kept asking me all these questions. And I started crying. I'm like, Sharita, I need to go now. So I dismissed the class and I drove myself to Quinder in 11 Mile. I walked in there for chest pain. So they did an EKG, and then they took me to CAT scan. EKG was negative. Took me to CAT scan, put iodine in the tubing. And so when I went back to the ER section on the gurney, I told the lady, I was like, I can't feel my legs. And she was like, what? I said, I can't feel my legs. I'm real hot. That's what I said. I'm real hot. She was like, that's the side effect of iodine. I said, ma'am, I'm burning up. And she was on her phone, and I said, I can't feel. And then my legs did this dance, and then they just went out. And I said, tried to move my legs, I couldn't move my legs. I was like, I can't move my legs. She looked at me, she was like, ma'am, you walked in. I said, I can't move my legs, and I raised up. So she came over there and did a test to test my reflexes. It didn't happen. She was like, you don't feel that? I said, no. And then she did something else, and she said it was no. So then she came back with a tube, and no, nothing. So then she was like, shit. Called the doctor, took me to CAT scan again. So the CAT scan, I guess the results wasn't what they wanted. So then they transferred me in the ambulance to 12 Mile and Hoover to get an MRI. They put me in that machine. I was like, I can't breathe. So then they pulled me back out, gave me some medicine, and I woke up, lights and siren on the freeway, on my way to Providence Park to get emergency surgery because I was paraplegic. I couldn't move my legs. So they found blood clots in my spine from stress. I didn't have COVID. My COVID was negative. So they did emergency surgery. And then the people came in my room, and said, you got less than 25% chance of walking. I was like, what? Then they said it again. And I immediately went crazy. You know I was crazy as a patient. I said, get the fuck out my room. And I just started praying to God. I was like, I'm not claiming this. So I was a monster as a patient, but I'm walking.
Period. I feel like they ain't know what they was talking about.
Yeah. Because I overcame with a lot of stuff. Don't do that.
Okay.
Tell me I can't walk. What?
What you tell them when grandma say you ain't God?
Yeah. That's right. I told that man, he had on the short white coat. It's like, you ain't God. Get the fuck out my room.
Hey, you gotta speak things into existence. And you don't speak
Yeah, because I was like, we gonna get out of here. We gonna walk out of here. I was like, my toes gonna move every day. Percocet, please.
Pop the perk 10. That's what's up. Yes, I always feel like God been just keeping you here along the way.
And what's my purpose? Like, to fulfill my purpose, he already know how our life is going to be anyway. Mm-hmm. Our life was mapped out before we was born. Mm-hmm. So why do we stress? He already know what's going to happen. He know that the girl that got killed on the motorcycle yesterday was going down on the motorcycle. You feel me? Mm-hmm. No, for real, this really happened. Everybody know her too. Her name Keita. She died on the motorcycle yesterday. She got a son. She was dating a guy that used to work at Sinai. Like, it's just stuff be happening. And we already know it. They already know it's going. God knows it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So you just gotta live.
Definitely, you gotta live. I always say that. Like, you never know when your expiration date is gonna come. So just live it up while you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you. What were you most nervous about when it comes to me? Like just growing up over the years.
Nervous about you? Mm-hmm. What you mean?
Like, did you have any type of nerves?
I think it was my eyes and ears. Like, you used to peep stuff that I didn't even pay attention to. Like, you was real overprotective of me. I feel like you got a gift. You got a gift of discernment.
Okay.
You got a gift of power. You got powers. You're free-spirited. You know how to be a friend. You everybody's mama. You know what I'm saying? Your siblings look up to you. You are highly respected. I wasn't afraid about nothing.
That's what's up. I feel that from you.
Yeah. I feel like you don't even have to command respect. It's just, you just got it. You got that energy like you is not about to play.
Yeah, I do feel like I got a gift. I don't know what it is, but when I say I be feeling stuff, I be feeling stuff.
You do.
And I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that. Because I'm like,
you was two. You told me to leave your own daddy. You did.
That's crazy.
You sure did. And you used to sit on my lap when people that wasn't right come around. You come right sit in my lap and look at them. And you get them this look. Everybody's scared of you. All my boyfriends were scared of you. Like they was all, except for Adonis. Adonis wasn't.
Really? I feel like, yeah, Adonis taught me a lot too. He was one of the people that tried to push me into entrepreneurship when I was younger. Because he said I could do hair good. And he was like, you just keep doing it, you know, you get better and better. He like, you make so much money doing hair. But I was just like, me dealing with other females every day, I said, I don't know, because, you know, I don't like BS.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, people gonna get to irritate me.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing when it comes to being consistent with dealing with certain type of people.
Yeah.
I know, like, I'm a kid type of person.
Yeah.
Or, like, when I want to type of person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not about to just deal with women.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I need my hair done, and this, that, and the third, and then, no.
Yeah.
No, Kathy.
They're messy too. They're something else.
So I agree as far as I feel like I have a gift.
You do.
Like all the other stuff, like, you know, that feel good to hear. Like that's what's up. That other people feel that much respect for me.
Yes.
I love that. So what is it that you feel like I haven't learned yet? Do you think it's something that I still need to learn?
That's a hard question. Let me think. Okay, you want me to be honest?
Of course.
Let everybody go.
What you mean?
Don't let him make you mad.
I did want us to be friends at a point in time.
Mm-hmm.
But now I see that I can't necessarily be your friend. But I don't have anything against him, but I'm not stuck on him at all.
Okay, cool.
I don't think about him. I
Okay.
don't like miss him or want to be with him. I don't get those type of feelings.
Okay. Because I feel like you've been playing since y'all was teenagers.
Yeah, I feel like I went through enough for so long.
And you so much worth so much more.
Yeah. And I feel like me seeing that firsthand really allowed me to just let it go even faster than I expected. I thought it was going to take me longer. Like, I thought, all right, cool, divorce going to happen, and then I'm going to start, like, more of the process. But, like, more of the process already had happened.
And then you fought back. You was like, nope, I want half the house. Me, I was just like, you got all that. I'm out.
That's how it was at first, the first go around. But then it was just like certain stuff that he would say to me throughout the process that I would just be like, you getting off too easy. Like, you think it's sweet. So then that's when I was like, you know what, actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then I don't like confrontation. I don't like ongoing stuff. I'm a resolution type person. Like, all right, what's the problem? What we gonna do to solve it? It's
Right.
this or that. You're gonna go in separate ways.
Right.
Gonna be around each other. Just respect me. You know, woo, woo. I'm that type of person. I don't like going through. Like when it come to you can sue somebody for this or you can sue somebody for that. Like, so you want me to call the lawyer, go through paperwork, do all of that.
That's me. That's
be
why I
on
ain't
the
get no
phone
child
every
support.
day.
I ain't get none of that.
Explaining it, yeah.
That's me. But then you deserve all of it. You need half the house. You need child support. You need it all.
Yeah. And I feel like that too about child support. Like I feel like I did, you know, I played it very nicely. I would say that I did just recently have to say to him, like, you don't control me. Because I feel like I was giving him too much power. Like, I don't feel like I've been stuck on him because I don't want to be with him in no type of way, honestly. Like, I genuinely, I think I just recently actually came to the conclusion I don't even like men, for real. I don't like guys. Like, I'm just so disgusted with them. It's just like, yeah, I feel like, you know, I feel like I'm on the side where I belong.
Guess what? Men don't like women.
Yeah.
They really don't.
They don't like us.
They
Like,
don't.
And there's so much stuff that is like, you know what I'm saying? It's too hard. The world is just too hard. They like each other, but
Yeah.
and it's okay. But I really did just have to get to a point recently because I feel like I just respect him as a father, and I feel like I was giving him too much respect. He was feeling like he could tell me like what to do and stuff like that. No, this is not that. But yeah, that's it though.
So, what else you want me? What would you ask me?
What do you feel like I haven't learned yet?
I think you learned everything. I feel like you're a boss. I really do. I feel like you're a boss. Like, you got it. You just gotta get it.
That's what's up.
That's
I've heard that
why I
before.
sent you to school for all that stuff. Because I feel like you can master everything.
I feel like I can too. I feel like everything is coming together. And I'm getting to a point too where it's like, I've heard that, but like in different aspects, but that mean a lot when it's coming from somebody like you, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Cause you're really a boss.
Thank
Like
you.
you're really doing it big, you feel me? Like you putting on for everybody, honestly. So when I see stuff, like when you compliment me or like you say certain stuff to me, I be like, what?
Girls, you got it. I said I need your presence in that building, and I do.
Period. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. So,
Okay.
before we leave for the day, if you could clock one lesson about life in general for everybody, like just one lesson that people should take home today, what would it
Marriage is a business. You don't marry for love. You marry for benefits. Everything that's done in your life should be for you. Even sex. Everything is for you.
be? Okay.
Okay?
Tell the people
Okay.
that too.
Excuse me. Marriage is a business. You do not marry for love. Alright? Everything you do in life is for you. Everything, even down to sex, is for you. Okay? That's how you move in life. For you. Love on you.
Clock it.
It feels good, trust me.
Period. Clock it. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching us. If you got this far, thank you so much. I want y'all to like, comment down below what was something that you learned or something that was your favorite part. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.
See y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. That was it. Are you gonna be in the camera?
Mm-hmm.
Where you gonna be sitting?
Right here.
Okay.
You can see us.
Yeah, turn it a little bit more
Which way?
towards you so we
Okay.
can see you. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah. You like that angle?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. My little, see my little short piece of hair right here that I fell out when I got
Girl,
the
this shit's lifting.
from the Africans. Whew.
The African? Oh, they took your hair. That's why I ain't got no hair. They had it. African did this too.
Gone.
Lady! Remember that? Bitches. So is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like he's still here.
He probably is.
You think he done talking enough?
Mm.
All right.